Come with me on a girls trip to Washington, D.C. So the trip had a rough start from the beginning because not only did our flight get delayed for 2 hours, but when we finally arrived and got to our hotel, they told us that the AC was not working. And let me tell you, the day we arrived to D.C. was disgustingly hot. Most of us live in Florida, so we expected to get a break from the summer heat by going more north, but Washington, D.C.'s weather was also disgustingly hot and humid. So we were not thrilled by the news that the AC wasn't working, but they told us it'd be fixed by that night, so we dropped our luggage off at the hotel and went to explore. Our first stop was going to be the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History, but there was a bit of a mix-up with the Uber, so we got dropped off at the National Museum of American History instead. Our plan was to just go over to the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History after we finished up here, but we had the hours wrong, and when we showed up to the other museum, they were locking the doors and telling us they were closed, so that idea went out the window. Then we went out for drinks and dinner at Urban Roast. This is a place I'd been to once before a few years ago, and I knew the girls would love it. For a drink, I got the Island Glow, and I also tried short rib for the first time, and I don't know if it was just like the sauce or what, but it was not for me. Like, I'm a picky eater, so I don't think it was the restaurant. I think it was just my weak ass palate could not handle it, but I was like, ooh, I do not like this. I ate it because I was hungry, but I don't plan to get it again. At least now I know I don't like it. Anyways, after dinner, we walked over to Old Ebbitt Grill and finished the night there with another cocktail. Now, the next day was all about museums, and we went to the Library of Congress first, which this building was so pretty. Then we went to the Holocaust Museum, which is a place I really wanted to go, and of course, it was devastating, but it's so worth it to check it out. And then finally, we got redemption with the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History, and finally got to see the Hope Diamond. This thing is beautiful, and I wanted to see it because I heard about the supposed curse that it has, and I pretty much spent all my time in the gem section, honestly. I was so distracted by all the shiny things that I just spent like an hour looking through there at all the pretty jewelry. Now for dinner, we went to the Hamilton, and I completely forgot to film any of our food while we were there. Oops! But afterwards, we went to the Alchemist, which is a place I had seen on TikTok. I got the Captain Sparrow because your girl is a massive Pirates of the Caribbean fan, and it was delicious. Out of all the cocktails I got in DC, that was probably my favorite. Now, when we got back to the hotel, the funniest thing of the entire trip happened. So my friend Caitlin had drank a lot that night, and somehow when she was going to brush her teeth, she grabbed a tube of Tretinoin and brushed her teeth with it. I was like nearly in tears. I was laughing so hard. And so then she started puking, and I am a sympathy puker. If somebody else pukes, I'm gonna puke. So I had to cover my nose so I wouldn't smell it and start vomiting myself. Oh, but she was in there for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes just puking her guts out. It was so funny. But after like her third puking session, she was good. She made sure to triple check the toothpaste for the rest of the trip. So the next day we went to Alexandria and walked around and looked at all the scenery. And this is where I got my DC magnet. If you've seen any of my travel videos before, you know I always get a magnet, and this is the one I got. I actually lost it at one point. I put all of my stuff down while I was taking this picture, and ironically, this is the gift shop I bought the magnet at, and I guess it fell on the ground when I went to pick everything back up, and I did not notice until hours later. Like, we were about to leave, and I looked down and I was like, wait, where's my magnet? So I ran back, and luckily it was still right on the ground, right where I left it, so I didn't have to buy another. I'm shocked it was still there, but it was in a paper bag, so I think people probably just thought it was trash and just left it alone. So after I found my magnet, we went back to the hotel and got ready for dinner. I didn't take any video of the place that we went, but it was this Italian place, and I just have to shout this place out because the owner was so nice, and we all really enjoyed the food, so I would definitely recommend it for sure. So the next day was our most jam-packed day. We started off with brunch at the Residence, which I was the one who wanted to go here, and I did not realize it was outdoors. Luckily, we went first thing in the morning before it got too hot, but I was like, oopsie, sorry guys, this is kind of hot. Afterwards, we had tickets for Ford's Theater, but we finished our brunch a little earlier than expected, so we hopped into the National Portrait Museum for a bit to waste time. And I had to get a picture with Miss Jean Harlow, of course. I have no idea if I'm related to her or not. I kind of doubt it, but I had to take a picture anyways. Then we went to look at all the presidents' portraits before heading over to Ford's Theater. And Ford's Theater was probably my favorite thing we did on the entire trip. It was just really cool to visit. And we also got to check out the house that Lincoln died in, which is right across the street. And there was a lot I did not know about Lincoln's assassination. So it was just kind of cool to see everything, to see where it happened, and see how he died. I just thought it was a cool experience. And then next on our agenda was to go to the National Archives Museum. And you better believe I kept pretending I was Benjamin Gates in National Treasure the whole time.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
But unlike Benny Boy, I did not walk out with a declaration. celebration. So after this, we went over to our dinner reservation at Founding Farmers, and I would say food-wise, this was my favorite restaurant we ate at. All I got was a burger, but I've been craving that burger ever since I left. It was so good. Now, after dinner, we hopped onto a bus tour that was going to take us to see all the monuments. It was a 3-hour tour that went past sunset, so we got to see some of the monuments at night, which was really cool. I do wish we had had more time to walk around at each location, but there were a lot of monuments to fit in, so you only got about 5 or 10 minutes before you moved on to the next, but it was still fun. Then the next day, it was time to fly back to Florida, and I somehow stumbled across the grand opening of this gift shop. Like, how random, but I've always wanted to cut one of those giant ribbons with the giant scissors, so I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit jealous watching it in person. But anyways, we got on our plane and went back home to Florida, and that was our girls trip. So Diana, they just finished setting up everything for the ceremony, and it all looks stunning. Okay, good. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm getting married today. I can't wait. I'm so happy for you. Oh, but there is one more thing I should tell you. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Your cousin Tina brought her children with her. Are you serious? Yup, all 5 of them. You've got to be kidding me. I told her 3 times that this is an adults-only wedding. That's what I told her at the door, but she says that her kids are staying and so is she. Ugh, I had a feeling this was gonna happen. It's a good thing I hired somebody. What, did you hire security? No, something better. Apricot, banana, carrot, dumpling, and eggplant. Come along now. Oh, and carrot, stop eating the decorations. Now come, children, let's go find our seats. I'm afraid you don't have any seats. Excuse me? This is an adult-only event, so your children cannot be here. Oh, really? According to who? According to the bride and groom, Tina! Oh my goodness, why are you screaming? We're at a formal event. Because despite you knowing that this was a child-free wedding, you still brought them anyways. Oh, it's a child-free wedding? I didn't know anything about that. Oh, really? Because not only were you told at the door that they couldn't come in, which made you sneak in through the back, it was also on the invitations, and Diana also told you in person 3 times! Oh, well, it must have slipped my mind, but it's too late now anyways. The children are already here. Besides, I'm sure nobody is gonna notice. Oh, I think Diana and her husband will notice, seeing as how your children are the reason they're having a child-free wedding to begin with. What? That isn't true. My children are extremely well-behaved. You mean the same children that are currently throwing their shoes at the officiant right now? Will you stop it? Oh, I thought this was a kids-free wedding. Ugh. Oh, they're just playing. Once the ceremony starts, they'll sit nice and quietly with me. No, they won't, because they were not invited, so they will not be staying. Oh, yes, they will. My children and I are a package deal. If they can't stay, I won't either. Oh, well, in that case, the door's that way. See ya! I don't think you understand. The children and I are family. Diana will not mind if they are here. Trust me. And what you don't understand is that you being family doesn't mean shit to Diana. You were only invited because your mom made a fuss to Diana's mom. But now, Diana regrets inviting you at all. This is ridiculous. You are being extremely rude. I want to talk to Diana myself and sort this all out. You will not even be allowed to be in the same room as Diana unless your kids leave the premises in the next 30 seconds. As I already said, we're not leaving, and there is absolutely no reason that my wonderful children should not be allowed to stay. In fact, I bet Diana won't even notice that they're here. It was him. No, it was you. Oh, no, not the chandelier. What can I say? Kids will be kids, right? Get the fuck out! But no! Fine. Kids, come along. We're leaving. And you can tell Diana that I'm taking her wedding gift back. You mean those ugly-ass curtains you bought that weren't even on the registry? I'm sure Diana will be relieved that she doesn't have to write a fake-ass thank you note for a gift that she didn't even want. Ah, and one more thing. Here is your bill. For what? Everything your ruling offspring just broke. What? This is so expensive. I know, which is exactly why Diana didn't want any kids at her wedding. But since you couldn't follow instructions, you now get to pay the dancing with her sassy little bob. Eggplant, banana, carrot, dumpling, and eggplant. Oh my god, trying to pull your hair back when it's this short. Oh my god, not easy. Sorry. I have a pretty bad gag reflex. Okay, Lisa, what do you think? Oh my god, it's beautiful. This is exactly what I was thinking. Oh, Lisa, you look spectacular. My son is so lucky to be marrying somebody as beautiful as you. Thank you, Mindy. Now, are there any adjustments you want to make before we put the veil on? No, it's perfect in every way. Okay, well, let me go get the veil. So, that's the final look? Well, it's not the final look until we put the veil on, but yes, her hair is done. Oh, no, it's not. Excuse me? She's supposed to look like a bride. You really think a simple bun that anybody here could have done says bridal? If it's what the bride wants, then yes. Besides, I have plenty of brides who wear their hair up in a bun. Well, not this bride. Take it down and give her something that's actually elegant. Oh, Carol, her hair looks fine. Of course, a woman that hides her frizzy hair under a hat that went out of style 30 years ago would be impressed with a lackluster hairdo. But those of us that don't need bifocals yet can see what a disaster her hair really is. Mom, will you knock it off? Besides, we don't have time to redo my hair. The ceremony starts in 15 minutes. I don't care. For what she's charging, you should have something a lot nicer than a lazy bun. It's not lazy, and it's what I asked her to do. I really like it. You also like your soon-to-be husband, who still hasn't gotten a promotion despite being at the same company for 8 years, which proves how questionable your taste truly is. I beg your pardon? Mom! What? It's true. Now give her something like this. There's no way I'm gonna have time to do that before the ceremony starts. Besides, it's Lisa's big day, so if she likes the bun, I don't see what the problem is. It seems I need to remind you that I'm the one paying for Lisa's hair and makeup, not her. So if you want to get paid, you'll do what I say. Mom, I don't want that. Trust me, honey, in 20 years when you look back at your wedding photos, you'll be so grateful that you didn't walk down the aisle in a bun. Now get to it. The ceremony starts soon. Hey, Carol, it seems the venue forgot to turn on the fountain out by the entrance and I can't find the wedding planner anywhere. How many things do I have to fix around here? This wedding would be a disaster without me. Well, I guess you better get started on redoing my hair. Lisa, if a bun is what you want, you should wear the bun. If you don't change it, she's not gonna pay you, and I don't have the money to pay you myself, so let's just save ourselves the drama and do what she wants. Will everyone please stand for the bride? Was I not clear about that god-awful bun? I can't believe you ruined my daughter's wedding. It's what she wanted. Well, it's not what I wanted. And since you didn't deliver on your end, I won't be paying you a cent. That's all right. Somebody else already paid for it. Who? Lisa doesn't have that kind of money. But I do. So you don't have money to buy yourself a hat from this decade, but you can afford to pay for my daughter's hair? Yes, because I want to make Lisa happy. And since her own mother won't do it, somebody else had to. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to our children's wedding. I hope you know I will not be recommending you to any of my friends and family. That's okay. Mindy already booked me for her other son's wedding, and she's a much better client than you. I have no idea how I'm fitting my short hair into a bun. Let me go see if I can make it work. If not, we're gonna have to use our imagination. Why is this dress getting caught on everything? My goodness. Look at my little ponytail. We're gonna try to use this and then make it a bun. I broke a hair tie trying to get it over it. Is it perfect? No, but will it work? Yes. Of course, a woman who hides her frizzy hair under a hat that went that... Of course, a woman who... It seems I need to remind you that I'm the one paying for Lisa's... How many things do I have to fix around here? This wedding would be a disaster with...